Hey y'all, it is Sunday, October the 5th, and I came to give you all a little bit of a flip through for September. I have not planned my monthly yet. I need to do that too. Maybe I'll do that after um I finish the flip. Let's see. So the 31st is on August the 31st. Okay, so this is what my monthly September look like. We were not busy as far as a lot of different events and stuff for September. It was busy for me as far as planting. I tried to fill each one of my weekends with planting except for one. One we ended up, I think we went out of town, which was the very first weekend. Actually, it wasn't the first weekend because that would have been August the 30th and 31st. And on the 30th, we had a birthday party. And then on the 31st, I think we went out of town. So, yeah, it wasn't a busy weekend. This was the San Jacinto County Fair, but we ended up not going this year. We try and go every year, but yeah, I guess things didn't fall where they should have fell, so we didn't go. And then this is my gratitude page. And here's the first week in September. And I've been using these pages as brain dumps. I have recently been going back and putting a washi tab on them so that I can easily recognize them, so that I can put them all into a commonplace or a master to-do list or something like that. At the end of the season, I went all the way back to September, and I think I've done one in August, because this book started in July, so I need to do, I think I started it maybe in August is when I started this. Yes, yeah, that's August, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna be going back and then migrating all of that information, unless it's been done already. This is Labor Day. I was off work this day for a holiday. I made a Crate and Barrel order. Started with a coughing spell, and I had a few coughing spells in September, and now my allergies is full blown. Every morning I get up, I'm stopped up and stuff like that. So yeah. This is the second. This was my niece's birthday. I did get to talk to her on her birthday, so that was good. Let's see. Oh, I had a League City review on this day. So I didn't go into the office. I went into another location that we go and monitor at. I went to Daiso during lunch. I talked to my cousin. I had some goulash that I fixed the day before, and I had that for leftover. I put that in Amazon. Order arrived. I went coffee themed, so you'll see coffee throughout. This is Wednesday. Wednesdays are my work from home days. I unloaded and loaded the dishwash. So I washed them though, because we don't really use the dishwasher except for to dry the dishes. We rarely run it. To-do list. This was a project I was supposed to do at work, but ended up we didn't have to do it. This was the day that traffic was so bad. We were in traffic for 2 hours. It takes 45 minutes to get home. We were 2 hours and like 15 minutes or something like that. I can't remember. And it took us a little bit over an hour to get out of where I work. And it only takes like 10 minutes. So yeah, it was horrible. This day I had an English muffin with PB&J because we didn't stop for breakfast or anything. And then by the time, no, we did stop at a gas station, and I got a hot dog. But then we kind of worked through lunch, so I had a English muffin that they had at the office and some peanut butter. It says I had jelly on it, so I guess I did. My legs were hurting this day. A memory about my son. I had Mickey D's. I had an egg, bacon, and spinach sandwich for breakfast. I was in office. I mean, no, I was at home on this day too. Watered the plants. I organized the craft area. I put a note that I was feeling really good that morning. And the pumpkins that we're growing was looking good. And my son watered the garden. Catch up on bills I needed to do. I was supposed to be in the garden, but it rained, so I did not get a chance to be in the garden. I think I ended up in the garden on this day, maybe. Or did I do it? Let me see. No, I did. This is the day that I planted the radishes and cabbages. So it rained, but it must have rained after this. I know one day I worked in the rain and got everything else planted, which is later this month in September. And then this was just a calculation that we were doing. We were trying to figure out when I got my expedition that we just sold in September, because I have a new one now. It was still running, and my son, who is 33 now, was in the 5th grade when we got the expedition. And I just got rid of it. I love that truck. Y'all, that truck, we never had to do any major work on it or anything. I love that truck. And we sold it. It was still running. And I heard that the family who have it loves it. So that's great. That was great for me to hear that, because I did not want to get rid of it. And my husband, the battery went dead on it, and instead of him getting me a new battery, he went and got a new truck. So I'm like, ugh, because he's been trying to get me, the engine and stuff was working fine, but like some areas had rusted out on it and stuff like that. Didn't matter to me. It was still running, so I was fine with that, but he wasn't. So I got 4.5 hours of sleep. This is my to-do list, which I got everything done. That must have been a very good feeling. And then I had to catch up on bills. I drank an anti-inflammatory tea, which is cloves with and hot water. Oh, it's supposed to reduce cravings for sugar. So I don't know if that was, I heard of this, but I don't know if that was this. The anti-inflammatory tea, I usually have ginger and turmeric and cinnamon and stuff like that in there, but I could have added cloves to it, or this could be 2 separate entries. I'm not for sure. We had Cracker Barrel for breakfast. I paid a bill, and I had some to-dos that looked like they were done. And today was my nephew's birthday, and one of my best friends, her mom's birthday was on this day. And then this is my next week, and it was my best friend's birthday here, my birthday here, so we are born a day apart. My uncle and a friend of the family birthday was here. Yeah, I had to resubmit my time card because of the day that I was out, and then I had 2 15-minute calls, look like. Hmm. Did I? I guess I did. Okay. And then I made a note to order a Philo planner. I don't know if I did it this day or this week or not, but I did order it and I got them. I ended up ordering two, got them in. Here is brain dump for this week. This is done. I haven't done that yet. I haven't done that, but I don't need to now. So this day, which was the 8th, I just put no breakfast, just coffee. It was beautiful, beautiful weather. I remember that we had weather for like 2 or 3 days straight. That was just gorgeous. It wasn't too hot. It wasn't cold. It was a tiny bit windy. It was wonderful. I had a report that I finished, updated reports on the due table. Went to Gardita's for lunch and I got very sick after lunch. So I don't know if that's what made me sick or not, but that's what I'm attributing it to since I didn't eat breakfast and I was sick before I ate dinner. Memory here. I put radishes are up. So when we planted those radishes on the 6th here, well, last week, 6th, they came up on this day, on the 8th. They were up when I got up to water them. My son watered the garden. He's been watering the garden most of the time for me. Today, I don't think neither one of us watered it, so that's horrible. But I was tired. I've been tired all day. I think I wore myself out over the last few days trying to declutter the house and stuff. I didn't do anything today except for laid on the couch all day long. We went to a place called Henry's to eat. Beautiful weather again. I walked down. My cousin, she called to check on me, which was kind of out the blue. We don't talk that much, so I was surprised. Then my friend of mine called to wish me a happy birthday. He was a day early, so he called me again on this day. I bit down and I hurt my tooth, and it hurt it for a while, and I don't know what that's about. Made a note about my friend's birthday. Another note. The radishes and the cabbage were up here. Yeah, we had salmon and sweet potatoes and mac and cheese and cabbage for dinner. And this was on Tuesday. Wednesday, this was my birthday, and I did work this day. I didn't take off. I planned on it, but I ended up taking off here. Yeah, I took off here. Oh, yeah. Okay, I know why I took off. Yeah, because my husband, we ended up having to take him to the hospital on this day. So, yeah. But, yeah. I was supposed to follow up on my handgun license. It finally came in, so thank God for that. I made a note that I filmed, washed dishes, put away stickers, watered the house plants. I didn't do it. I got the little arrows there. Load of laundry. I didn't do that either. Got arrows there. Watered the garden. Called in. I almost met my goal with my water. I put information down about my vitamins and being able to taste them now, which is something new. So now I don't want them. I paid some bills. I was supposed to check when the light bill was due, and I forgot to do that. Memory here, some journaling, micro journaling, these two spots. My husband called in for work. Legends of Tomorrow. I think this may have been when I started watching it. I'm not for sure. Yeah. I talked to Sissy, my sister, that morning. Here on Friday, I was at work. I put a note to stay focused. I was at home, but I wanted to stay focused because I planned on doing a lot of report writing on this day, so it put me even further behind because I didn't get to do those, and I had stuff already mapped out what I wanted to do on this day. So yeah, and when I go back, y'all, I will be still behind because when I left, I left. I didn't do any work during my time off. I am known to do that. This time, I was like, no, I need a break, so did not do it. I would just have to figure it out. Yeah, some notes about what we needed to get at Home Depot. Did some laundry. Here was the 13th, which was my uncle and friend of the family's birthday. What we had, I went to Dollar Tree, watered the house plants. What I had for lunch or dinner. Made a note, Colibri Paper Co. I need to look that up. Stamp organization, did do that. Put away clothes. I didn't do that, but that is now done. Yes. Talked to my son's, ex-girlfriend now. We went to church, guest room mark, washed the clothes, and linen closet clean out. So I did a little bit of all of this. I didn't go to church. It was virtual. I guess I should write that too. I think this was a trees that are drought resistant. This is the rack that I ordered for the linen closet, and then paid a gas bill, which I did not pay that. I paid that last week sometime, I think. This is the next week. It's our anniversary here. We made 28 years married, 38 years together. This is trackers that I tried to keep track of. You see, I didn't do it. It didn't, yeah. To-do list for this week. I had quite a bit on there. Brain dump. And I only had one thing on this week's brain dump. We went to Queens for lunch. Yeah, we went to this place called Pho Thai for lunch. It was really good. Tacos for dinner. A classmate's birthday. And I did wish I have a birthday on Facebook. Had an impromptu meeting. The review that was in Lee City was canceled. Today was my brother-in-law's birthday. Okay. I beat my blood pressure. I took it to see how it was. Tacos for lunch. I made tacos, so we had that for lunch. Amazon order, houseplants watered, detangle and wash my hair. I twisted my hair. I did not twist my hair, so it must have gotten twisted. Never. It's still, no, it got twisted on this day, I think. I lie. A note about trees. And then this is Saturday the 20th, which was our anniversary. We just kind of hung out together. We didn't do much. We went to Luby's for lunch. Well, when he picked it up, we went to Home Depot. we go to Home Depot? I thought we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, Home Depot, Target, and then we went to lunch. We had went by Walgreens, but they were at lunch, so we ended up forgetting to go back by there. Some micro journaling, some things that I wrote down as far as what I wanted to get done that day. We had 2 funerals on this day, but we decided that we were going to not go and stay home because we were very tired. Both of us, and both of the funerals were out of town. Okay. I planted in the garden, washed a load of laundry, paid some bills, supplies for what I wanted to get for organizing. This is some notes from the Bible that I wrote down. Wells Fargo bill. And I wrote myself a note to stop falling behind on bills, because all I'll be doing is racking up late charges, but I just hate to go online. Okay, and then here, this was the next week, and this is all I put on there, so yeah. I do still need to do that for sure. Let's see. Okay. I need to do that. I need to return a order to Amazon, which I'm doing that this week. I've already scheduled that out. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to reschedule jury duty. Oops. I forgot to do that. And I think it's on the 7th. So, let me see if I can do that tonight. Oh, Lordy, y'all. See? That's what I'm saying. I hate getting on the freaking computer. And now, look, I forgot that. And I've been saying it for weeks. And I'm just now... I'll find it after I get off with y'all. Okay. Okay. Brain dump. This is Monday. We went to IHOP. I was off on this day. I took off on this day. And yeah. I'm getting ready to pay both of these right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah. And then, let's see. This is Tuesday the 23rd. Paid the lights. Yeah. Regular work stuff. SOP review for regulations. And I sent a reschedule for a monitoring visit. We left work here late, and we left work here late, both days. Then we were at home on this day, prepping for audit that started this day and this day. And then it went into Monday the next week. So 3 days of audits, and we did 6 or 7 trials. Within those 3 days, Menthe didn't cover as much as we would have liked, but we did get some stuff covered. This is what I was talking about as far as a Target run, and I didn't make that Target run. I mixed my seasonal that I make, that I cook with, and then planted on 9/28. I didn't plant parsnips, so I planted on this day. And I had some ice cream for dinner. That's it. I didn't feel like eating anything. And then I had coffee that morning. The laundry room, I did 2 loads. Had breakfast, folded and hung clothes. Planted some of the fall crops, and I put down what it was. Filmed gardening video. I mixed the pest insect, and then I mixed foot oil as well. And I made note of what was in the pest insect so I can remix again if I need to. This was a note because we were supposed to have a church cleanup this day and a quarterly business meeting this day, but I didn't do neither one of them. This was here was a possible list of things to buy for Thanksgiving, which one of them I can actually put down. The other one I'm not going to do. Okay. Then let's see. We might be through, y'all. I think we have one more day, 2 more days or so. Yeah, because now we're moving into October. And for October, September the 29th and the 30th, I planted more seeds on that day, and my PTO started on that day. Brained up here, and then on the 29th, I went on ahead and went into the office and did the audit. Went to a B-Day lunch. They took me out for my birthday. I had a kids meal later that evening because I wasn't really that hungry. I did some leg lifts, and I did leg lifts here too. I know I remember it. I know I didn't write it down though. Here was my first day off and one of my major clean days. Yeah. Which was this week here that we were into. Here I went to lunch with my cousin, and you all have actually seen these days because I did a daily every day this week that I was off, and then this is today, Saturday, but this is October, so we're not going to go into those. So I am now through with September, so I am going to do the monthly for October, and I will maybe do that, hopefully, in another video. But that's it, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the flip. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.